Welcome. Many thanks indeed for pressing the right buttons and coming through to me today. This is Peter Sandrovich with you live from my office on Sunday afternoon. We're on the 26th of May and I'm previewing bank holidays in action. I've got 5 bets for you, 5 bets for you, and they're all running on Bank Holiday Monday. This is the first time I've been back on my channel with over 6,000 subscribers to the name and over 1 million views in the last 4 years. I've got some big ammunition for you and I'm going to give it you free of charge, of course. The horses run at Redcar, Yarmouth and Leicester. Indeed, one of these horses run at Yarmouth. It's the first time in a handicap and it's trained by a trainer who won a big race I sponsored at Leicester a few years back, the Peter Sandrovich Leicestershire Stakes for £25,000. He won it with a horse called Warningford and wrote me a lovely letter afterwards. And a great trainer. And he trains actually from the same stables that the great Fred Archer used to live at. Of course, that memorable supernatural jockey who rode across the Newmarket Downs, of course, in the spectre he is, former champion, amazing jockey Fred Archer. Well, that horse is running at Yarmouth on Monday afternoon. I'll be giving you that as one of the 5 bets I've got for you. Now, if you're new to the channel, on here I come up with, I've not been on here for about 3 months, almost 3 months to the day, and the horses I do predict on here are always generally big prices and all each way. So the average price is 7 to 1, 8 to 1 on each horse. There are 5 horses tomorrow, so if each of them, well, any of them won, you'll show a profit on singles, and any double come up, it should pay about 50 to 1 and so forth. So it's each ways on all these, and singles and doubles, if you wish, of course, to multiply your profits should 2 or more hit the back of the net. So without further ado, I'm going to get through these horses. There is 5 horses to tell you about. The first one I'm going to tell you about runs at Redcar in an interesting 7 furlong handicap in the 145. Should be around 7 to 1, 8 to 1. There's no bookmakers odds out at the moment, so it's a little bit early on Sunday afternoon for them to get their tracing paper out and copy each other. But it should be 7 or 8 to 1, maybe 10 to 1, but it should be certainly 7 or 8 to 1. It's an interesting handicap, which 16 runners, the bookmaker's probably paying first 5 on there, certainly first 4. And there's one horse I'm really interested in. There was another horse I'm interested in it, but that's probably waiting for another day, that it's more of a 6 furlongs horse than a 7 furlongs horse. So we'll talk about that when they step that one back in trip, but it is becoming handicapped to win, that one, and I'm pretty sure it'll be ready to pop up and wink at the judge probably after tomorrow. But the horse I've got for you is tomorrow is the day, I think, for this one, that it's got a great chance. So this is one of 5 horses I've got for you. If you're new to my channel, there are 6,000 subscribers. I've been in here for around about 4 years. I've been in the business for almost 50 years, really, one way or another, working on racetracks and working for bookmakers and being a top flight tipster for, well, years, a long time. And as I say, in the last 4 years on here, when I've come on sporadically, I've had over 1 million views and thousands of winners. Big price ones, as I say. My average price winner, I predict, is 7 to 1 overall. Okay, so number 7, talk about 7 to 1. Number 7 is called Angel Amedia. Angel Amedia. Now this goes in a 145 at Redcar, so just repeat, that's number 7. It's called Angel Amedia. I must excuse my throat at the moment. I've got a bit of sore throat. I've had a bit of a heavy cold lately, but I am fighting it really hard with the Hcps and everything else. Benylins and double shots espressos. Look at that, the double shot espresso. Yeah, keeping me very honest, that, I tell you. Together with the old Pepsi Max, that's a winning double, isn't it? A winning double. Right, anyway, number 7, Angel Amedia, trained by Rebecca Manzi. Got a lot of time for Rebecca, good trainer. And ridden by Oisin Orr. I think this also got a great chance. If it can cut out its slow starts, it's a bit of a pain, that. It just keeps, missing the beat about the traps. But she's got a good chance off a mark of 57. She won off 53 not too long ago. And off 57, I think she's very well weighted indeed in a 0 to 58, which is stepping down in grade. So if it gets away anywhere near terms, I think she's got an outstanding chance. She is running in a lowest grade since he won. That was back in December. As I say, off a mark of 53, ridden by Morgan Cole. And I think Oisin Orr is the man to do the business. If we can get it out or get her out of the boxes pretty smartly. I think she'll take a lot of beating. Number 7, Angel Immediate. As I say, there is another horse in that race. I'm keeping it on my tracker list for sure, and I think it'll be running over 6 furlongs soon, and it'll pop up and wink at the judge. I'll tell you when that day will come. Not tomorrow, but Angel Immediate, number 7, is the way I see that one, and that's my first bet of the 5 bets I've got for you. Remember, these are on Bank Holiday Monday, of course. Sorry, my computer's just seized up slightly there. Don't know what's up with it. It's one of the gremlins you have to put up with sometimes with this modern day technology. But anyway, let's go to the second bet of the day, which I've got for you. And we're going to go to my local track, born and bred, Leicestershire. So I'm going to go to Leicester, and I've got 2 horses I want to tell you about there. And I've got a 2:30 first at Leicester. Remember, singles and multi-bets is recommended. All decent prices there, although the bookies haven't produced the odds yet. This one should be okay as well. Running in a handicap for the first time at number 8. It's called Daracina Gold, trained by Eve Johnson Horton and ridden by Charles Bishop. Pretty much in form here, Eve Johnson Horton. 3 winners from her last 5 runners, so she's going along great guns. Charles Bishop, regular pilot for Eve. Off a mark of 60, I think this also been given a winning opportunity by the handicapper, the assessor. Number 8, Daracina Gold. So I'm not sure what price. I don't know what I'm doing there with a pen. I'm scratching my head with a pen there. Number 8, Daracina Gold. Off a mark of 60. Blind 60. I think it's got a cracking chance in this 0 to 70. Looks a very winnable fillies handicap. And she is a filly, obviously, eligible to run in it. Off a mark of 60. I thought she ran quite well last time out. She's had 3 sighting runs. 5th of 12, 10th of 17 and 5th of 7. Gone off at 10 to 1 and 28 to 1 in the last 2 outings. And I think she's going to go very close indeed to winning. 2:30 at Leicester then. It's your second bet of the day. Daracina Gold. And that's the one I like there. First time in handicap. Doesn't look overburdened to me. And Eve's got her team in terrific shape. And she'll do for me. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a bit of a cough here. I don't normally do that, but I'm not going to start again. It's only a little cough, wasn't it? Oh, Hugh Green, just a little tickle. Just a little tickle there, old son. Just a little tickle. Let's go to the 5. Does anyone remember Hughie Green? Hughie Green. He was a marvellous entrepreneur. Before Simon Cowell and all this easy peasy things what's going on, all these talent contests. He was the forefront of it all with Opportunity Knocks and shows like that. The sky's the limit. The sky's the limit, old son. I'll tell you a joke about that another day. It's a cracker, it really is. You've got to be careful what you tell jokes on these days, haven't you? Because it's all politically correct, so let's keep it straight. 5:55 at Leicester. Here's one for you. Now then, have a look at this one. Now, I like this a lot. It's number 9. It's called Port Oro. Form figures 9758 968. That's the phone number, isn't it, of Leicester weighing room, or the hot roast beef man who stands next to it. I don't know if you've been to Leicester, but he sells hot roast beef. He's been there since time immemorial. I don't know if he's there now because I've not been to Leicester for a few years. But my home track, I used to sponsor there. I used to know the general manager of it really well. Sadly, he's died. It's an absolute travesty. A lovely guy, but he's sadly passed away. That's not a joke. He has passed away. And, it was a lovely, lovely, lovely guy. And he did a lot with that track for sponsoring it and getting sponsors in and rejuvenated it. And a real great guy. But anyway, number 9, Port Oro. Now, it's trained by Martin Dunn, who's really not got too much to write home about, but he doesn't have many runners. He's had 4 winners from 73 runners. So he hasn't had much to go to work with. This one's got the hood and the tongue tie on for the first time. And it's a horse I think has got a lot more ability than it's shown so far. Let's just put it like that. It did win at Salisbury last year, and Darren Keenan takes the mount on it. I said it won off a mark of 46 and a 0 to 55. And I think that Port Oro off 51 with the hood and the tongue tie has a very, very solid chance in a very, very weak affair, it has to be said, 0 to 55. So Port Oro should be 8s, 10s, another big price one, but it's another one which isn't without a chance. I've been coming down the handicaps. It's gone, just a few months ago, it was off a mark of 60, then it's dropped down. Handicapper a little bit slow to relent, taking it down £2 at a time. It's hard to get horses down the handicap, and it's very easy to get them up the handicap when they win. So the handicapper's very slow to relent, and that's what's known in the business. Hard to get your horse handicap to win, but once they've won, they go straight back up, and it's hard for them to win again. Excuse me. So it takes quite a time to get a horse ready to strike again. Yeah, so number 9, Portoro. This is your third bet of the day, following Daracina Gold. And, of course, Angel in the first race there at 145 at Redcar. That horse, Angel, trained by Rebecca Menzies, which leaves 2 more horses to run, and they're both at the Seasides track, the Seaside Special track over at Yarmouth. I told you when we opened the show today of a horse trained by James Fanshawe, and I'm going to give you that one first, but don't pop off, because also in the 345 there's 11 horse race at Yarmouth, and a horse I'm very, very sweet of indeed. Another horse, no form to its name, 3 duck eggs to its name this season. And I think it's going to have the figure 1 next to it after tomorrow. I really do. I like it a lot. Again, it'll be about 8s, 10s. So all these horses are going to be very big prices. And not least this one I've got for you now. So I'm going to go each way on this because I'm not sure what price it's going to be. There are 8 runners go to post. It's ran 3 times and 3 duck eggs. That doesn't mean it's not got any ability, because it has got a lot of ability, and it's got a very, very, very good chance indeed. Now, the horse I'm talking about is, well, actually, it's run 4 times. The horse has run 4 times and 4 duck eggs. The horse is number 1. It's called All Greek to Me. All Greek to Me, 235 at Yarmouth. All Greek to Me. It's an 8-horse race, trained by James Fanshawe and ridden by Callum Shepherd. Callum's never rode the horse before, but he's riding on the crest of a wave. He is doing really well. Fanshawe, again, training great. Average is about 15% a year, Fanshawe and his horses. He's 13% this season. It's steady as a rock, to be honest with you. All Greek to Me, anyway, going in a handicap for the first time off 67 in a 0 to 65, so it gets right in on the top bullet of top weight there, but top weight's only 67 and a 9 stone 10, and looks a chestnut gelding to follow. It's number 1, All Greek to Me, in the 235 at Yarmouth. Which leaves one more. That horse there, I'll say, I really do like that All Greek to Me. I know it's a lot better than it's shown so far. Going from Newmarket, where Fanshawe trains, to Yarmouth, not too far. It's a perfect opening for All Greek to Me. I'm going to go each way because it should be an each way price, but I can see it winning, that's for sure. Great chance, these 4 or 5 horses. I think in doubles, minimum will pay 50 to 1, and you get your treble up about 400 or 500 to 1. But any single should more than pay for your day's activities, and so it's a sort of low risk, high reward betting opportunity on this bank holiday Monday. I've got one more to give to you, so without further ado, I'm going to turn to that page now, which is the 345 at Yarmouth. So we're going to the 345 at Yarmouth. Now, this is an interesting race. 11 horses go to post, 0 to 70 over 6 furlong. The ground is soft, which won't be a problem. I do think this horse is ready to strike. Trained by Mark Loughnane, ridden by Finlay Marsh. Number 4, it's called Hallowed Time. Runs off a mark of 68. Another horse coming the right way down the handicap. Down and down and down. It's come 10 spots. It's come down £10 since October last year. Is ready to win. Will act on the ground, no problem at all. Mark Loughnane knows a time or two. I thought it ran really well last time up. 6 of 12 at Haydock on a bit of a sighting mission in a 0 to 70. Runs in the same sort of standard today, but I think that one's, or Monday I should say. I do think this horse is ready. Ready to strike. It's only had 3 runs this year, 1 in January, 1 in February, 1 in April. I think this one's ready to wink at the judge. Number 4, excuse me, it's called Hallowed Time. Hallowed Time is the one there. So I think you've got all 5. I could go through them again. I will go through them again if you wish me to. Let's go through them again. So you've got Hallowed Time in the 345 at the meeting of Yarmouth. Don't forget that one each way, all these prices. Number 1, All Greek to Me. I told you about that one, all ready to go. In the 235 at Yarmouth, handicapped again for the first time. Trained by James Fanshawe, the bold Skeletor man. 230 at Leicester. Don't miss that, whatever you do. Daracina Gold, number 8 on your song sheet. My local track, I like it a lot. And got a soft spot for Leicester races. Sponsors, well, loads of races there. Had loads of fun at Leicester races, really like it. And I think that number 8 there is going to take a lot of beating. Daracina Gold, Eve Johnson Orton banging form with Charlie Bishop on board. 3 runs. It's got its handicap mark. I think she's a filly to keep a very close eye on. The 555 at Leicester, another interesting handicap. Number 9 on your card is a horse called Portoro. 3 duck eggs, or 4 duck eggs to its name, or 5, 6 actually. No, 7 duck eggs. Let's get it right. 7 zeros. Portoro. Trained by Martin Dunn, ridden by Darren Keenan. Sounds like a firm of undercators. Dunn and Keenan. Well, it could be the bookie's funeral if it pops up, because I'm having a chunk on it, I'll tell you that much. I am having a chunk on it. Hood and the Tongue Tie, number 9. Portoro should be a big one in the 5:55 at Leicester. And the other one runs in the 1:45. How could I forget the 1:45? The old Rebecca Menzies, bless her. And she's going to pop up, hopefully get us off to a flying start. A flying start. And I can just tell you the name of the horse. It's number 7. And the horse is called Angel Amedia. Trained by Menzies and ridden by Usin Orr, who takes them out for the first time, replacing David Nolan, who rode it last time out, but I thought it ran really well. Hopefully Orr will do the business on this grey mare and get it out the traps a bit faster, a bit smarter than lately, because it does have a bit of a tardily start usually. But tomorrow, I think today could be the day, as they say, after the 1:45 at Redcar. I'll put the thumbs up to you. If you want to put the thumbs up to me, that's fantastic. Whatever you're doing, take care of yourselves. Great to be back with you. I'll be back at 6 o'clock on a Monday evening, and that'll be for Tuesday's racing. In the meantime, take it easy. Don't forget, it won't be the same without you. See you tomorrow.